I'm Sebastian, and this for Mrs. Mann's class, and we're reading Charming Opal by Hobbie. In July's Puddle's cousin, Opal, came to Whitlock Pocket for a holiday. The three of them played with her new purple ball. On the first day, Toot and Puddle took Opal for a long walk in the sparkling woods. Then the three of them played with their new purple ball. She smelled every flower in Puddle's garden. Every one. That even they had cooked out with corn and cob and watermelon. When Puddle was tucking Opal into bed, he said, "I love to come to Whitlock Pocket." "We love you and have you here," said Puddle. He added that, "Looks like you're going to have that tooth pretty soon." "I know," said Opal said proudly. "I can hardly wait." At breakfast, Opal said, "Look, Toot, my tooth is so wobbly." "Would you like me to help it come out?" Toot asked. Opal said, "I want it to come out all by itself." They picked beautiful strawberries in the morning. "I don't think that tooth is any looser," Puddle said. "It might fall out today," Opal said, laughing. "Right during my vacation at Whitlock Pocket." In the afternoon, they set for Pocket Pond. Last one is rotten egg," Toot called, somersaulting into the water. Boing! Puddle made sure Opal was second. Boing! All at once, Puddle noticed that Opal looked slightly different. "Holy moly," he said. "Your tooth." "Yes, Opal's tooth's loose and fallen out at last." "But where is it?" Opal asked, looking anxiously at the ground. She was bravely trying not to cry. "Why are you upset?" Puddle asked. "You've been hoping for your tooth to come out." "But where is it?" Opal replied. I put it on my pillow tonight." "You do?" asked the "Tooth fairy will come," she explained. "I see," said Puddle. "We have to find that lost tooth. That lost tooth," Toot said. They searched everywhere, along the path back to the house and all around the pond, but Opal's tooth have vanished. "It must have come out while you're in the water," Puddle decided. "Then it's gone forever," my cousin said sadly. "Maybe not," shouted Toot. Boing! Lo and behold, on this third dive, Toot spotted Opal's white tooth on the sandy bottom of Pocket Pond. "Aha! Gotcha." Puddles tucked it in his little cousin into bed that night. She carefully placed her tooth under the pillow. "Now, Pocket," she said. "Just I hope sweet dreams," said Puddle. But he was worried. "What's the matter, Puds?" asked Toot asked. Do you think the Tooth Fairy comes to Whitlock Pocket? I'm not sure, Toot said. Maybe, but if she doesn't, Opal will be so unhappy. Puddle devised a plan. They would stay awake and make sure the Tooth Fairy visited Opal's bedroom. And if she didn't put a quarter in his place, Puddle would ask himself, I will be the Tooth Fairy, he declared. How will you be the Tooth Fairy? Toot asked. An hour later, Puddle returned to the living room. I'm the Tooth Fairy, he announced. Am I believable? Quite believable, Toot told him. Now let's turn out the lights and wait for the Tooth Fairy to arrive, Puddle said. He dressed up in a girl's suit. Oh no, said Puddle. We both fell asleep. Did you hear anything during the night? Toot asked. Not a sound, Puddle said. It's too late for me to be the Tooth Fairy. They heard Opal calling for the other room. I'm afraid it's too late, Toot said Toot. Toot and Puddle slept nervously in the guest bedroom. I was thinking, Puddle began, if a Tooth Fairy didn't come, it's because she didn't know exactly where Whitlock Pocket was, after all. And I was thinking, said Toot, if Tooth Fairy didn't come, it would be just as nice to keep that wonderful tooth of yours for yourself. But guess what? Opal said. The Tooth Fairy did come. Grinning happily, she held a shiny new quarter and Toot and Puddle to see. This book is Charming Opal, and what I liked about this book is when Opal kicked the ball so high it went over her head and all the other ones' head, and it was a brand new purple ball. And also, if the Tooth Fairy didn't come, if the Tooth Fairy didn't come, Opal would be, one of the other pigs would bend the Tooth Fairy. So she dressed up with paper wings that were triangles, and then she would also get a quarter from her piggy bank and put it under her pillow while she was sleeping. And so that's what I liked about the book. And so what worried the other pig was, what if she doesn't go? What if the Tooth Fairy don't know where Whitlock Pocket is? And so that's what made him nervous. And then he solved that mystery, becoming the Tooth Fairy, just dressing up with paper wings and Tooth Fairy suit, like made out of plastic bags and stuff. That's what I thought was a little funny. And so that was a little funny. So I laughed in my head. Bye.